The rescue had now entered its 20th hour. John Edward Jones was still upside down in a narrow crevice 400 feet into Utah's Nutty Putty Cave. He had been in the same twisted vertical position for nearly a full day, blood pooling in his head, breathing becoming more and more labored. Despite the efforts of over 100 volunteers, paramedics, and rescue experts, John remained stuck. The narrow tunnel, barely 10 inches wide, wrapped around his body like a coffin made of stone. The toll on his body. Being upside down for so long began to take a fatal toll. The human body isn't meant to stay inverted. Gravity pulled blood toward John's brain, increasing pressure in his head and eyes. His legs had no circulation. His heart had to work double to keep oxygen flowing, and it was losing. Medical experts on scene warned if John wasn't freed soon, his organs could start to shut down. A moment of hope. Then, a breakthrough. Rescuers had managed to rig a complex rope and pulley system deep inside the shaft. It was their best hope. The plan: secure John's legs and slowly pull him backward, inch by inch. And incredibly, it began to work. They pulled. He shifted. Inch by inch, John moved upward. His breathing became a little easier. His voice, tired and weak, grew hopeful. For a moment, everyone believed they were going to get him out alive. Disaster strikes then. A sharp crack. The pulley system failed. A piece of the cave wall supporting the pulley came loose. The entire setup collapsed, and John slid back down to where he had started. Now, even deeper, even more twisted, even more stuck. The team was devastated. Their best shot had failed, and John was slipping away. Final words. Over the next few hours, John spoke less and less. He told rescuers about his wife, Emily, about their young daughter, about their unborn son who he would never meet. His voice faded to whispers. His breathing slowed. At 11:56 p.m. on November 25th, over 28 hours after he first got stuck, John Edward Jones was pronounced dead, trapped upside down in total darkness, just feet from the surface, but unreachable. Aftermath. John's body could not be retrieved safely. Rescuers determined that removing him would risk more lives and further collapse. Instead, they did something unprecedented. They sealed the tunnel permanently. The section John was trapped in was filled with concrete. A memorial plaque was placed near the entrance. Nutty Putty Cave was officially closed forever. A lasting legacy visual. Photos of John with family, slow fade into cave closure signs. John's story became a tragic reminder of the dangers of cave exploration. Despite his training, his fitness, and the rescue team's heroic efforts, some caves simply aren't meant to be entered. Claustrophobic and unpredictable, these natural formations are unforgiving to even the smallest mistake. John wasn't reckless. He was an adventurer, a family man, a devout believer. But in that narrow tunnel, none of that mattered. Nature didn't care. The questions left behind. Why wasn't the cave better marked? Why was the crawl space misidentified? Could the rescue have gone differently? These are questions that haunt cavers and rescue workers to this day. John's death wasn't just a tragedy. It became a turning point for cave safety awareness around the world. Today, his story is told not to scare, but to remind us of the power of nature, the importance of preparation, and the value of life. He went down into the earth to explore, but he never came back. Let us remember his story and never forget the cost of a single wrong turn.